Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Classic Mini Restoration with me, Mini Tom. So today's episode, really quick one. I've got about an hour and 3/4, an hour and a half to do a bit of work. I've got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. It's been busy for the past few as well. Theme park days, weddings, meals out, all sorts of stuff. I also my mates, I mentioned my last video, my mates, Peugeot 106, that had a fuel pump issue. Long story short, tested it all, sure 100% it was a pump, ordered two, both turned up, none of them worked. Ordered another one from a shop, put it in, worked. Trust your testing. If you're going to test something like your voltage drop tests, trust it, because that were an absolute pain of a job. Easy to do, but an absolute pain. So I was going to film it, I did start filming it, but when it started going wrong, my mind was going, I couldn't film. So I'll do a few shout outs later on in the video, so keep watching for them. I'll explain why, but well, long story short, Smuggled Mini, Dave Jaguar, Call It Classic Mini DIY, and Lone Star Mini. Oh, and John Ayton. I'll put the links down in the description, but I'll explain why I've shut them out a bit further on. I'm just trying to get cracking on with this really. I'm not going to do much talking. I'm just going to get on with it and I'll talk to you while I'm doing some stuff on here. A few time lapses maybe, and a few kind of actiony shots with the camera. I'm going to try and move it around a little bit and get a bit more. But yeah, stay tuned. Right, so me rushing, I pressed record to, well, I was doing the filler when I pressed record, and then I was mixing it up. And then I stopped it and then filled it. I meant to show you me filling it, so it's what it is. Anyway, I've just filled them pinholes there, a few pinholes down there, a few pinholes there, and then I've just, where my doorstep panel met the curve, I've just filled in there a little bit, just a rough fill, just to get that curve in there a little bit. It was nice anyway, but you know, it was a weld line, which you'll see when you open the door, so we'll try and get that one done. So the next bit I'm going to do is I'm going to do my air panel, which is just obviously back there, and I'm going to use a tool which I saw Randy from Lone Star Mini using. I thought it was really good, so I'll grab that now. And this is it. It's like a wire wheel, except it's made of nylon. Just goes onto any normal drill. And from the finish that I saw him getting, it was really good. So that's why I've got this off Amazon. I think it was about £5 or £6. It's supposed to last quite long. It's just good for getting paint off without scratching any surfaces. So I'll get some stuff on and then I'll show you me using that. Right. So hopefully you can see the air panel here. I did a weld line there. The reason being, I didn't want to take this seam strip off just because it's all filled in, and up here is quite nice. It was just the bottom part down here, it come away from there, it just sort of rusted down here. So replaced half of it. Yes, I've welded across a panel, but it was just a better thing to do rather than replacing the whole thing, just cut along there. So I need to get rid of all this horrible Magnum paint, get that gone, get a splash of filler in there, or wherever's needed. I think it does sort of, where it's bent over, it does sort of come in a little bit there, so probably along that edge there. Along weld line, and then yeah, the job will be a good one. But I need to get this Magnum paint off first because it's not the best to fill over. So I'll show you me doing that now. Well, Randy, thanks for that. Obviously you can see there, it's given a really nice finish to it. It's nice and shiny, nice clean metal there. I'll just bring you in a bit closer so you can see. And that's the sort of finish it leaves. So I'm really impressed with that. Thanks, Randy. And I mentioned I want to talk about my shout outs through my video while I'm doing stuff. Just let me get a bit of panel light. The reason I'm shouting out Randy from Lone Star Mini, again link in the description. He's a really helpful guy. He's got a really good jig. Braced it all up. Thanks for the sticker, Randy. I love it. It's a really nice touch, especially since that design. You've done really well with that one. So if my subscribers are watching this, or anyone that stumbles across his channel and watches this video, watches this, please, I urge you, go and check out Randy's videos. Lone Star Mini, link in the description. Just tap on it and have a quick look. See what you think, and if you like it, give him a subscription, because I think last time I checked he had about 101 or something like that. Randy deserves way more than that, he really does, because he's a nice guy. He's out in Texas, he's got some cracking minis. He's doing a really nice job with his jigsaw fine. If his jigsaw to go by, the detail that he's put into that, it's going to be a mega build. It's really going to be good. So go and check him out. Another guy that's just started is Smuggled Mini. Don't talk in his videos. It's probably because I ramble on and talk rubbish, but don't talk in him, but his editing's really, really good. Yeah, his content's really good. Just starting his journey, so if you want to watch a full one from the start to the finish, go and check him out. Who else have we got? I've got to shout out Cole at Classic Mini DIY, and sorry about the banter on your live video. If you got offended by the whole American bonnet thing, but just a laugh. I know you wouldn't have got offended. Good guy. He's got a really nice Mini. He's just done his engine conversion at the minute. He's having a bit of an issue with his clutch, but really in-depth tutorials and stuff. So go and check Cole out. If you're watching me, you must have watched Cole anyway. So another one that's always been really supportive of me is Dave the Jaguar 66. He's just phenomenal, really. Him and Amir do some brilliant work. I've shouted him out many times, but then again, he's shouted me out a lot of times. He's always really supportive of my channel and does his, what he can for me. So go and check out Dave Jaguar if you haven't already. Your chances are probably come from Dave to me. Another channel I've been watching quite a lot recently. I watched him a while back. His Retro Restore. Really good channel, and he's just doing the transit van at the minute. He's doing all the door steps on it and things like that. He's doing a really good job of it. Welding's really good. A bit like me, he's got the same welder as me actually. Just picked up a welding, started doing it, and he's doing well. He's doing well. So again, he's got a lot of subscribers. You probably come from him to me, or you've probably seen him anyway. But if you're not watching him for a while, go and check him out. His transit van restoration of the door steps and sill is really, really good. And John Ayton, another guy that's just started about 4 weeks ago doing his Mini pickup with his, I think John is the son, he's got a son and he's working with his dad, so I think it's Tony. If I'm wrong there, John, I'm sorry, I'm not good with names. But go and check out John Ayton's channel. Again, links are all in the description down below. The pickup that he's doing is really, really good. He's replaced a full floor, which is something that I want to do, so it's really good for me to see what's actually involved. Obviously it's a pickup, it's a bit different. There's a few more panels to add onto it, but the actual, the restoration we're doing is really, really good. They've done the floor, they've done the stiffener panels on the back and the extension panel. I think they've done the bulkhead, inner wings, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they've done them. They've got a full front panel, so the car is pretty much a brand new car. Go and check them out, worth a support for them guys. They're doing really nice. So that's it for my shout outs. I've given you the reasons why I watch them and why I think they're really good and why I think you should head over that way and watch them, because they're probably doing a better job than what I'm doing. So go and check them out, and the videos are all really, really good. So that's our panel out. It's flashed off. I'm going to get some filler mixed up. I've got a new big tour filler. Yep, the same one. Convenient and cheap. So I'm going to get that splashed on there. I'll see where it goes. It may be the whole panel, but I think I'll just limit it to around here, because obviously that's my folded edge, so there's a few little marks in that, and then obviously the weld seam, and we'll just see sort of where things lie on this side as to what we do. So catch me in a minute when I do this. Right, I've got some filler mixed up then. see straight away where that line's low compared to the original. Got some splashed in there. Another chap that I forgot to shout out, which I'm sorry, but at least I remember on the video. Mini Man Shed. Go and check him out. He's done his paint job a while back actually, and he's been polishing it, and he's saying he's not really happy with it. And I think for someone to do that in their shed, even in a body shop, I would be over the moon with that. So obviously he's a bit of a perfectionist, which is, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It makes me look nicer, so be it. But go and check him out. And the reason as well why I'm shouting him out, I've just won his competition. And that competition is for some front mini subframe mounts, which, to be fair, Maxine the Mini does need. And I promised him that I'll do a video on how to fit them. And that's what I'm going to do. With that video, I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to drop the subframe complete with the engine all bolted in, wheelbarrow the Mini back, because I've got a few jobs to do with the front subframe. I've got the brake lines to do, various bushings and things like that, so that should be a good video for you guys to watch. It's just finding the time to do it, because obviously space is a premium for me, so I don't know where I'd store it all, so it kind of needs to be done in one hit. But like anything, we'll see how that one pans out. My filler's starting to go off, so I'm trying to be a bit quicker. Don't watch me for filler work, guys, I'm shocking at it. Don't worry, most of that is coming off. I just had a big load of filler that I wanted to get on the car. As you can see, I used it all. A lot of that is coming off. I just don't know the shape of it yet because it's a bit hard to see from this angle. And what do I need to do now? I need to clean that. So join me in a minute when that's gone off and I can start sanding it and blocking it down. Alright, so that filler's gone off now. It was only a really light skim, so I didn't think it'd take long anyway. I'm just going to knock it back with a bit of 320 grit and a block. Right, so panel wiped, tack ragged, fit my primer. Well, that goes off. I'm just going to fetch you in here, and we'll get this monstrosity blacked down. Now, obviously, I'm going to need a pretty strong paper. Sure, I have some 60 grit, but no, 80 grit will do. Right, so you probably saw there that a lot of hell of a lot of filler actually came out of that. Not perfect by any means. There's still quite a few sort of, you can probably see them holes in the actual filler. So what I've done is I've given it a go over 80 grit, just to all that roughness back, get it knocked back to a good shape. And then I've just put some filler primer over it. It's a bit like a guide coat, just to sort of cover them some of the 80 scratches up. And just a bit of a guide coat so I can see exactly where it needs to be filled. So I'll give that a bit to go off. I've always put some primer on the bare metal as well. So I'll give that a bit to go off, and we'll come back and just block that one down, probably some 120 through the through the stages. Find out where we need to refill and just put a little smidgen of filler in them places. The back, I'll just pan you around. You can see there it was in filler primer. So you can see there it's all in primer now. Is that a lot? It looks pretty nice. I'm happy with it. There's no marks in it or anything like that. So all looks fairly good. Quite happy with all that. So the next stage for the backside is The next stage for the rear quarter is to just go over with the DA and do some 400 to 600 grit. DA it all, and then that's ready for paint, just like the rear panels. The doors, you probably saw me sanding on the door on the front. Pop it back down here. So you saw me sanding on this door here. Obviously you can see that some of the paint's gone. I've not primed it. I've got new door skins to go on these, that's why I'm not too fussed. But what I wanted to do was just use that door to get the shape of the actual air panel, just to make sure that everything's all right. So looking down the car, the door's kept that shape lovely. It's, you know, really helps with the sanding of the actual air panel. Up here was obviously already good, but down here you just need to get that shape right. And I also, you probably saw in the video, I tried my arch on. I am putting standard arches back on these because I can't afford some nice big wheel yet. So standard arches back on, They are the ones that came from Rover, so if I get them to fit, at least I know that any other arch should follow suit. It's a Rover panel, so it should actually work. But yeah, the fit was quite nice at the top. So yeah, that's about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my compressor charged up, hit the back of it with the DA, and then hopefully by that time I can sort of start blocking this one down again, and then fill these little holes up, and then again sand it back and hit with the DA. So we'll catch you in a bit. In actual fact, I'm going to have to call it quits now. I didn't realise it was 11:45 and I need to be off at 12. So I'm going to have to get the car pushed back in and the stuff behind it back in that fits it in the garage and all that stuff. So, yeah. Please, hope you like the video. Please like, subscribe it, share it. I have got a competition coming up pretty soon. I've got a Smith's centre speedo that I want to give away. It was going to go in the car, but I've got a different plan with that one now. I've got a new dashboard. So once I get to sort of 500 subscribers, I'm looking at giving that away. So please, you know, start sharing it and get us up there. Do a competition and then I'll just give it away. It's just sat here doing nothing. I don't know if it works. I never tried it. I was told it did when I bought it. You know, it's something for now. So please like, subscribe. Please go and check out the guys that I've mentioned. So you've got Lone Star Mini, you've got Classic Mini DIY, Dave Jaguar 66. Who else did I mention? Mini Man Shed, John Ayton, and who else were there? I can't remember. Oh, as well, Essex Mini. If you're watching this video, best of luck. I really do wish you it. I'm sorry that you're selling your Mini. I'm absolutely gutted to be seeing that one go because I really enjoying your videos. I'm glad it's going to a better home. I think I might have an idea for who it might be. Just watching other YouTubers. But we'll see how that one pans out. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to guess because if it is right and I spoil it, I'm ruining it for everyone else. So I've got an idea, but we'll keep it as that. So please go and check out them guys. Hope you liked the video. Next time we will be hopefully getting this rear quad, this passenger side completely ready for paint. I was hoping that it would be this one, but we just ran out of time. It is what it is. Hopefully next weekend they're back out, but if I don't, you guys know anyway, I've got family commitments, so it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Speak to you in a bit. Bye bye.